What's up, Point Park EO people? Welcome to this week's episode. You may have noticed that Wyatt is not sitting here next to me this week because this week we have Cole D'Alejandro as our very special guest co-host. Cole, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Of course, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to welcome you on. You're a freshman, right?
Yes.
So you jumped right in with EOP, and I knew that you were going to be a perfect fit in our EOP family, and I'm just so excited to have you here. And I know you have our first and biggest story for this week on the Kevin Spacey scandal.
Oh, yeah. So the first and biggest story this week is the Kevin Spacey scandal, and it started on October 29th when the Star Trek Discover actor Anthony Rapp came forward and accused Kevin Spacey of sexually assaulting him nearly 30 years ago after a party where Rapp was only 14 and Spacey was 26. The next day, Spacey apologized for what he called, quote, inappropriate drunken behavior, end quote, in an Instagram post apology, and then he stated in the same apology that he now chooses to live his life as a gay man. The move gained a lot of criticism from many, ranging from multiple LGBT plus communities to Wanda Sykes for trying to distract the main focus of the story. Following Spacey's apology, Netflix announced the production of their House of Cards series, starring Spacey, will be suspended indefinitely before entering its final season. On November 1st, the BBC published a piece with reports from 5 more men alleging that Spacey sexually assaulted or harassed them, one of whom implies that many more fell victim to Spacey than are coming forward at this time. A day later, a representative for Spacey said he was going to be seeking treatment.
So this was a huge story, and I think a shock to many people in the entertainment world. Do you watch House of Cards?
I haven't, but it's been one of those shows that's like been on my list for a long time.
Same. I mean, I think whether you watched it or not, you know about it, and you know about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
And you know how he's been applauded for his acting on here, and he hosted Tonys last year as someone in musical theater. I know that. I don't know if everyone does. But I just, I was definitely shocked and saddened by it.
Yeah.
Do you think Netflix, do you think that they say that they're ending the season and the show like it was already planned?
Yeah.
Do you believe them, or do you think it's like...
I mean, I feel like it's a little fishy with the timing.
Yeah,
like,
I find it fishy.
Yeah, they've been saying that they were going to announce it at a later date, but I mean, they could have, but it just doesn't sound right.
We'll never really know, because they can say that, but we'll never know what really caused it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how it all plays out. Do you think his career will recover?
I don't know. I mean, I think whenever it was just the first guy, I thought it might be able to recover. But then whenever more people came forward, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a developing story we'll keep up with.
Yeah.
But in other news, a huge breakup took over the tabloids this week when it was confirmed that Selena Gomez and The Weeknd have broken up after 10 months of dating. The duo started dating in January and immediately were a fan favorite. According to a report from E! News, the couple had been discussing the split for a while due to their busy schedules. However, many fans had speculated that the breakup was accelerated after Gomez began hanging out with her former flame, Justin Bieber. The former couple were spotted hanging out at Gomez's home and again attending church and brunch together. Gomez had dated the Biebs for 3 years, from 2011 to 2014, before a nasty split. The pair seemed to have reconciled, but sources with E! News claim that the relationship isn't romantic and that they are just friends. So cool.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Selena and the Biebs?
I don't know. I remember like a few years ago it was like really big, like they were making all these songs back and forth and everything. So I thought, okay, I think they're done. This was when they were breaking up and everything. But I mean, now I'm just thinking it's possible that they're just friends, but
it's a little fishy.
Yeah, again, fishy stuff.
Again, it's fishy. We got some like fishy stuff here on EOP this week. But yeah, I agree. They say they're just friends, but to me, it seems like it's more than that. But also, because their breakup was so nasty, it confuses me. Like, why would she want to get back together?
Right.
I'm angry at her.
Yeah?
I'm angry at Selena. Like, I'm not a fan of Justin Bieber. Are you a Bieber fan?
A little bit.
No way.
Just a little.
Oh, you listen to Baby on repeat?
Oh,
like
you know
your secret favorite?
That's my ringtone, my alarm, everything.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
All right.
Bieber fan. Maybe we'll go see him when he comes to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Do a package on. Sounds good to me. But yeah, so Selena might be back with him. So we'll be seeing more Biebs in the news with her. But those are your top stories for this week. And we're going to take a quick break now. But stay tuned for a special interview later in the show.
What would you do to create something that could survive 1,000 years? You'd start with a formula, head to the lab, and forge it with fire. Just imagine everything it could do. It could leak pollutants into the soil and water, or it could conserve energy, cut CO2 emissions, and reduce raw material. Recycling is more than cutting waste. Recycling is about the legacy you want to leave. Why on earth would you want to do anything else? Recycle. Don't throw away our chance at survival.
Good evening and welcome to Newsnight. I'm Josh Krupp alongside Jess Paterchak. Tonight we begin with
The mayor is continuing to deal with the challenges the city is facing.
But tomorrow we have just a little bit of cloudiness. We have
off throughout the day with some strong wind gusts. That's going to continue tomorrow. 20
Teams have already started talking to free agents. Saturday's partly cloudy, but 70 degrees? Where is the pool at? I mean, come on.
You might have already burned your bracket, ripped it up. I am Royce Jones.
And I'm Casey Houlihan.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's your news tonight for today.
UView Television is live here at the Center for Media Innovation with a very exclusive interview with Point Park's Black Diamond, our school mascot. We're taking questions on our social media at UView Television.
Our first question came in from @PointParkU Black Diamond. They want to know, what is one thing you love about Point Park?
UView.
I
feel
knew
that.
it.
UView's the best.
It is. All right, Alex, you want to read our next question?
Okay, we have another question from Point Park Cab. They're asking, when is the next time you're going to make a surprise appearance at their next event?
He's being coy. Looks like we're gonna have to show up.
Yeah,
to
I
the
guess
event
we'll have
find
to
out.
see.
All right, that's all we have for right now. But you can submit your own questions at UView Television, and we might read one of yours after the break.
Welcome back to EOP. There's been lots of buzz around news on shows on the small screen, and our reporter Sarah Gibson has all the latest details. Sarah?
Thanks, Cole. It seems like nobody can stop talking about the new season of Stranger Things. While I won't spoil anything, I can give you some details about the production of the second season. This season will feature Sean Levy working with the Duffer Brothers, both co-creators of the show. Levy is best known for being a producer for the Oscar-winning movie Arrival. The show will take on a similar narrative pattern as the first season, following the characters in the aftermath of Season 1. Season 2 also features the arrival of several new characters. The story picks up in the year 1984, almost a year after the events of Season 1. The first episode takes place at none other than our city of Pittsburgh. So check out the first episode if you want to see our city on the small screen. And speaking of new shows, a new FX series being produced by Brian Murphy of Glee and American Horror Story fame is said to have cast the most series regular transgender actors in television history. The new show, titled Pose, will begin filming in New York this month. In the cast so far are Nurse Jackie actress MJ Rodriguez, actress and model India Moore, fashion model Dominique Jackson, and Haley Sahar and Angelica Ross, who have both appeared in Amazon's hit show Transparent. The show will focus on the experiences of transgender women and people of color in the LGBTQ community. The show is set to air in 2018. Now let's toss it over to our country connoisseur, Molly Pinchuk, for a new segment we like to call Country Corner. Marley?
Thanks, Sarah. I'm Marley Pinchuk, and today I'm joined by Megan Masiosi, and today we're introducing a brand new segment called Country Corner. We thought that it's about time that we should appreciate some of our renowned country artists. First up in country is the cutie Sam Hunt. So, first of all, Sam Hunt's Body Like a Back Road, it's been out for a while now. It's still at number 3 on the Billboard Top 100 for, country. That's amazing.
It was definitely the song of the summer. Like,
Totally.
I would turn on, don't really listen to 96.1, but I would turn it on in the summer just so I could hear that song. I thought it was great.
I think that's great, yeah, because, and that's why it's gotten so popular. Like, not only is it on the country station, but it's on 96.1, all the pop stations. I love it. His new song, well, not new, but I've just heard of it. Drinking Too Much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I went to his concert this summer, and he mashed it up with Break Up in a Small Town, because his current wife now, they were just dating at the time. He wrote it about her after they broke up, and he tells you everything in the song what he did, but it's great, and I think it's going to be another #1 for him.
I do. He spills the truth.
Absolutely.
Out of everything. He goes from and they're really specific events, sorry I wasn't there all the time.
He cheated on her and he had to tell her. Oh yeah.
Love Sam Hunt.
Agreed.
But next up is the budding country pop crossover, Kelsey Ballerini, our girl. Kelsey Ballerini, she started, kind of like Taylor Swift. We were talking about it before. The cute, soft, but now her new album, Unapologetically, she's there,
Oh, yeah.
She is, oh my gosh. She, her song Unapologetically.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
There's Miss Me More.
Miss
She
Me
had
More.
Legends, which came out. Which
Legends
she debuted
came out too.
At, like, I think it was CMA Fest, which was incredible. No one even knew she was gonna
So
do
good.
it.
So good.
But
Yeah.
and it releases tomorrow, so I cannot wait till midnight
Yeah.
to just sit there and listen to the whole album. It's
And
gonna
I
be
love
great.
it. Yeah, she just never disappoints. Like her new album, it's just like she's telling it how it is. You know, like I don't need no man. I'm, you know.
Which is
she's
crazy
got it,
because
yeah.
she's engaged to
I know,
Chris.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's great though, yeah, because she's, I don't know, she's like connecting with her fans
She's
and
reaching
everything.
the Taylor
yeah.
Swift fans who are still in country, and I think that's incredible for her.
Me too,
Smart
I
move.
totally agree. Okay, so lastly we have Thomas Rhett, my favorite. So Thomas Rhett, his new song on his new album, what's it called?
16, Unforgettable?
Unforgettable. It's number 4 on the Hot 100 for country. It's still going. His album's
kind of different. It's like
Yes.
EDM. It has like country lyrics, but it is so great. Marry
Yes.
Me, he talks about his wife in every
Marry
single
Me.
song.
Yeah.
They are literally the definition of relationship goals. You can't tell me
Exactly.
there's a better couple.
Oh, that's what I want to touch on. Yeah, just the intimacy and everything. Like through each of his songs and his new albums, he's referring to his wife. He's referring to they just adopted a child and everything, and he says that in the song, and it's just so like it's cute. It's so cute.
You can't get
And
better than Thomas Rhett. Like every man
I
should
love
strive
him.
to be him because he's
Totally.
just great.
Yes, look up to him. All men, look up to him. So basically that wraps up Country Corner for tonight. This was so much fun, and hopefully we can bring it back in the future. But for now, let's toss it to a quick break before we return with an EOP exclusive interview with Point Park drag queen.
I shouldn't have to pay to walk down the street. Pay with my comfort, my freedom, my peace. Always on guard, on edge, off limits. Don't follow me, don't touch me, don't treat me like I'm yours. I don't need your whistles, your comments, your eyes. I already know I'm a prize. My confidence isn't for sale. Respect me, don't inspect me.
And when people ask us who can join UView, the answer really is anybody, and we mean anybody. Any major, any experience level. Some people, have a lot of experience coming out of high school, and others don't know how to really sit on a couch properly, and that's okay. We're here just to give you the chance to learn and have fun and prepare yourself for the real world. College, after all, it's all about trying new things.
Welcome back to EOP, and welcome back our host Wyatt.
Tonight we have a very special interview with Point Park drag queen Alexa Killer, and I couldn't resist chiming in on this interview. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
We've been looking forward to this.
I'm really excited too.
Perfect. Well, first off, I have to know why drag? What inspired you?
Okay, so what happened was that, we gotta start after a long night. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. So what happened is that myself as a male, I always wanted to be on stage and perform and stuff like that. However, I didn't really get the chance to due to me not being able to properly sing. And I would have stage fright here and there also. So I was like, what can I do to get that out there, just that artistic like medium, like just be able to like do something. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then me being a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, an avid fan of super fan, y'all. Super fan. So, and then I was like, oh, I can do that in a much cheaper way because, you know, drag costs money. So I was like, okay. And then one day I just decided to do an open stage, and I was like, okay, and it worked out great. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I know that you make your own costumes, correct? Because I don't know a lot about drag, but I know about costuming, and I know that a lot of work goes into that. So if you could just tell me more about that.
Okay, so I first started obviously buying my costumes online and stuff like that because I didn't learn how to sew.
The Amazon special.
Yeah, the Amazon special, like a lot of drag queens start because it happens. Like there's a phase and people have to go through that. However, I was like, you know, it's a lot cheaper to make your own things because all you have to do is buy the fabric, and as long as you know what you're doing, you can make something. Like I made this leopard nonsense thing.
I love it.
And I was like, I'm feeling my fantasy. So yeah, so I learned how to sew during the summer, which was a couple months into me doing drag and stuff. And I was like, okay. So then I came back, and I've been sewing all my things I've been wearing ever since.
That's awesome.
Do you have your own sewing machine?
Yeah, it's in my room. I keep it in a box whenever I'm not using it.
Oh my
and when
gosh.
I'm ready to, like, you know, start pumping that machine, I'll be like, okay, let's go. Here's the fabric. Got it.
Well, I want to know, what is Alexa's goal in drag? Where do you see this going?
So, okay. So believe it or not, I'm a poli-sci major outside of this, right? So I want to, Donnie wants to do politics. So I see this as a median to like myself to like gain more people skills and be able to just like be more comfortable like on like stage, like performing to people, talking to people. And hey, as a end goal for Alexa, I mean, it would have to be Drag Race because it has to happen. Season 22, hit me up. Or 13, or 12. 11 they're going now. Season 11, you know, cast me in there. I got you.
You'll take any season. You'll go on.
Any season.
So it's not at all to be the first drag queen politician. Representative.
It could be.
That is such a good idea. I support it already.
But like, you know how demographics work and all that other stuff. I would have to pick a correct place and a correct time and stuff.
Yeah.
But hey,
I think
it could
pull
work
it
out. Hopefully.
I believe in you. But lastly, what we want to know from you is, when can people expect to see you next? Where should they go to see you? Where can they find out more information?
Well, more information, you can follow me on my Instagram at DeathDroppingDiva. Yeah, Alexa Chapman Keela is my full name. So you can follow, you can search that up there and, you know, follow me there.
Okay.
Next time I'll be performing, it's actually next week. Well, actually this week, because like the way, the time that this is happening. It's on Thursday. It's at Cruise, so you know, the 18 plus, y'all, because it's on Thursday.
Super close to campus.
Yeah, it's an early show though because it starts at 9:15 and like ends out around like 10:30. I'm the best one, so I'm the last one. Self-promotion out there, just letting y'all know, so y'all should come. Hey,
okay.
And it's not even shade to whoever's watching this. It's not shady if it's true. So. So yeah, so I'm like the last one, and yeah, so you can find me at Cruise, and
It starts at 9:15. 9:15 at Cruise on Thursday.
Yeah.
We will put the information. We will link it to this
course.
episode.
Yeah.
Well, we live for you, Alexa.
Yes.
This was awesome.
Thank you so much for coming in.
I wish we had more time, but we don't. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And with that, we end this week's episode of EOP. As always, thank you to our reporters and our special guest, as well as our guest host, Cole.
Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at Entertainment on Point on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Until next time, for EOP, I'm Wyatt Cree.
And I'm Casey Houlihan.
Bye, guys.